For the algorithm, my name is Jamie Tatiana Forfano Sorio, and I am a student of the fifth semester student and the UNAD. I hope you're very attentive of my analysis of the introduction to the didactics of mathematics. First step towards learning mathematics is to lose the fear due to prejudice about it. Most people consider mathematics as a very difficult and complex area of study, which they could never understand correctly. And this was because there was no good learning model. So the first thing is to lose the fear of learning mathematics and understand that isn't only about numbers and operations, but also about understanding problems and problem solving skills. And the first step also goes hand and hand the design of the appropriate learning strategy that allow using the student interesting of motivation for the generation and solution of mathematical problems, which will allow the student to be actually involved in the learning process and make it more effective. It is illogical to think that the first thing you know before teaching of mathematics class is probably that you know mathematics. Yes, this is true. It is necessary for the teacher to know and handle mathematical concepts easily and naturally. But it is also necessary to plan the class, to know what pedagogy is going to be used, establish, establish the subject matter and who this subject matter will be developed during the Therefore, it is necessary to prepare support materials, exercise, and different ways to solve them, as well as to think about the possible mistake that students may make, ask for opinions, and listen to other teachers and students, among others. Teachers then learn mathematics in the same way as any other person would learn, since the teacher must not only learn his or her whole comfortable way to develop a mathematical problem, but also know other possible and equally valid ways to get to the answer. Therefore, her or she must solve problems in different ways. Teacher learns mathematics by listening to the other people, whether they are other teachers or students, knowing what their difficulties were and who they think. And this gives an overview of the existence of different ways of thinking and learning, helping to solve possible doubts that students may have. Finally, a teacher learns mathematics by speaking in class, practicing and speaking on mathematics. In other words, they learn the incorporating mathematical language in the classroom and in everyday life, making mathematics a natural part of their lives and feeling comfortable with it. A teacher must not only be able to identify and enroll in solving a problem, but must be able to identify why the error was made, what the student did, or who the student found to arrive at an incorrect answer. This allows the teacher to know exactly what to correct and to, to explain the correct procedure. And when a student knows exactly with a way, his or her way of solving a problem is not correct, her or she has a logical reason not to make that mistake again and learn the correct procedure. Other mistakes that teachers make when they perceive that a student is wrong is to let them know in a rude or unkind way. These generations insecurities in the student and takes away the motivation to try again. Also, sometimes teachers focus on prodding or noting what went wrong and not what went right in the process, and so that mathematics becomes more of an obligation with fear of punishment than a learning process. The way in which the teacher understands mathematics and cares about his student really understanding it is one of the essential points in the process of learning mathematics. Differently, the teacher makes the difference between whether mathematics is learned or not. His attitude, his methodology, his pedagogy, the way he prepares a class, the material he uses, and so on gives the student tools for learning in a calm and healthy environment. Another essential point is the identification of errors and who solve them. It can also be named the approach of really real mathematical problems with interesting and useful application towards the student taking real values with results that are logical. In this way, students not only get a number of mathematical expressions as a result, but they are able to interpret what that result means physical or in real life.
Interdisciplinarity is of great importance in education as it allows different problems or projects to be addressed in a comprehensive manner. That is, integrating different perspectives and areas of knowledge and approaches to find an optimal solution that encompasses all the solutions required. It also fosters the exchange and support between different disciplines, making knowledge expand and achieve a better understanding. The Bachelor of Arts in Mathematics as the Bachelor of Arts in English can collaborate together in the learning process of students. In terms of teaching English in isolation, mathematics can be used as a way a vehicle to teach English. For example, vocabulary and grammar can be taught through math problems. Usually in mathematics, problems are puzzles that need to be solved if test problems are in English. The learning of both disciplines takes place simultaneously. Students learn new terms in both everyday and mathematical terms, and, and in turn use mathematics to solve the problems. In addition, a student often need motivation to learn mathematics, and learning the history of mathematics and biographies of its important figures can be interesting. Teaching these subjects in English also helped to learn this language. Thank you.